Привет, yeah, Star Fox. Good morning. It's Tuesday, the 15th. Oh, time check is gonna be 10:46 a.m. It's a little chilly, but it's all good. Stand by, I gotta pull plates. These are veteran plates gonna be on the Dodge burning color. See who these jokers are. It's gonna be a gray Honda Accord 249 RCY, Sedgwick County. Alright, they're running up on them quick. Yeah, somebody on the left there, we're good. But yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning. Obviously, I got the high ground today, so I'm just chilling. 3 additional vehicles to the 6. So basically what I'm trying to say is I feel like there's enough people out here we can relax a little bit. But yeah, at the top of the mountain at Pork Chop Park this morning, and the wind is not bad at all, but I will say that it's a little bit chilly up here, but it's nothing like when we were out in Old Town, nothing like that, so it's all good. But yeah, I like it up here. Yo, in New York, we're gonna go up to One World Trade and also the Empire State. But One World Trade's the one I look forward to the most because I don't think people understand how fucking high you are really up there. Like, it'll take you, like, make your heart skip a beat if you just came off the elevator. It's like, look out here, you know. I want to find a roof access place, but there's this other place where they have like a see-through floor. We gotta go check that out. So we got a lot of plans coming up, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I actually want to face this way so the sun hits me more. I have to put on some sunscreen because I wash my hands so much from OCD that they just get really dry, like super dry. But yeah, there's plenty of people over there, so our 6 are good and nobody's gonna come through the woodwork because the left side is the worst side, honestly, because you gotta go through a lot of shit and you gotta get back to a parking lot adjacent to that area, or that area. But when you come out, everybody notices you. We got somebody jogging here. Let's check them out. Somebody, a black male, approximately in his 20s. Pretty decent at running. I need to fucking get out there and run like that. Red shirt, black shorts. I'm not using the binos right now, but I can get the shoe model, but it's all good. Look at the geese are over there, like, barking at him. We got racist geese up in the motherfucking park. What's up, Botrix? Yeah, him running like that inspires me. So now I'm like, fuck, I want to. He's moving, man. Holy shit. Somebody's gonna pass their fucking FBI fitness test. Or their APFT. Most likely he's a police officer. This would actually be a good place to run. Maybe I should just skip the elliptical and fucking just come out here with a rucksack. Park the car like so. Set up a Blink Wi-Fi on my hotspot. And then like a Wi-Fi relay. So basically I could have surveillance on my car while I'm away from it. So if anybody goes near it, it sends me a signal and I look and see who's in my car. On the front and rear and both sides. I'm not stupid, you know. All I think about is surveillance. But Brett Boyle, oh my gosh. Sir, I've not seen you in a minute. Good morning, first of all. And yeah, I got my coffee here. I never get these, but it's a peanut butter crunch blender, and it's really good. And the small has 2 shots of espresso in it. The medium has 3, and the large I think has 4. But I just get the small because 2 shots are enough for me. Not really into energy drinks and stuff, but yeah, good morning. Good to have a coffee with you, sir. I saw that people are giving me a hard time for saying the N-word. I'm not judging you for it. You know, a lot of people have said it a lot. I mean, gee, Merry Christmas. If you got a kick, that's all you hear is the N-word and the F-word. And it's said so much that literally it's just all over the place. That's one thing about Kick that's different from YouTube is, man, there's a shit ton of racism out there on Kick. Like, it's bad. And it is kind of like the Wild West of streaming, I think. But if you're getting with the right people, I mean, the bands, they don't really, it's more, I would think it's more about money. So if somebody's generating money and they do something, like Letty filming that fight, right? Letty filmed a fight where Chicken Andy he pretty much just dropped a Turkish guy. And she's back now. You know, she's not part of the CX crew or whatever, but I'm not really into that stuff either. Honestly, I have no interest in meeting Ice, even if he was like, you want to meet? I really don't, because like, it's just, we don't really have anything in common, even though we both do IRL. And I'm just being honest, but he does what he does, and it's cool. But starting to think this whole leeching thing, like, why do it? You know, I want to hang out with people who are friends and stuff and cool and collaborate, but don't ever think I'm going to see somebody like Ice or any of them and just run up to them and be like, blah, 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 this is me. Because I've seen so many people meet Ice, and it didn't help their careers. You know, they think meeting somebody is going to make them famous, and it does for a little while, you know. So like when Letty met Bass, she went up there, you know, and views. But meeting somebody big is good, but having your own platform and growing it and be able to show your numbers and what you represent and what you're trying to do in your direction is more of a business plan when you meet somebody like Ice. So it wouldn't be a leeching thing where I'm like sitting there kissing his butt, you know. I'm just gonna be like, hey, what's up? This is my plans for streaming at IRL. This is what I want to do. What do you think about it? Since you're a businessman, you gotta have a business perspective. I'm not a businessman. I'm just a psycho running about the universe, trying to figure out who I am. I did not say that word. Bullets and Barbecue has a clone account of me that was going around spamming end towers. Yeah. No. Like I said, it's alright. You know, Truther admitted to saying the N-word. A lot of people admitted to saying the N-word. You know, also that was a couple nights ago. And we're all guilty of it. You know? Hold on a second. Hold on a sec, Brett. Alright, they're getting out. We're good. But, you know, people make mistakes. I mean, what was that country singer who threw stuff off of a building and got in trouble? He said the N-word. And he's still out there making music. People are still buying his stuff, you know. The cancel culture is over, Brett. Just because you do something like people say something stupid. We could have just got assassinated by this guy. But, no, I'm joking. Give it a sec. People come up here often and do this, like, they have their little walkers. I've seen them, like, go up and down here. Yeah, I'm using a reflection of my phone to get eyes on them. We're good. He did come up the hill quite. Situational awareness, right? I only had my guard down though because there's like 3 cars over there. And I was focused on that vehicle too, so either way. But yeah, we were just talking about the N-word thing. Yeah, don't worry about it. If you did, if you didn't, I'm not judging people. I want to see what people have to say out there, you know. That's more important, to see people's viewpoints and stuff, because everybody has a reason why they are the way they are. We don't just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm gonna start going this direction and quit Antifa without good reason. You know, betrayal, backstabbing, lying, setups, not being allowed to speak your opinion. Yeah, it was pretty broad, like the side you got to stand on and what you can say and what you can before you pissing people off, you know. So no, I choose freedom. I choose saying what I want to say, because we're always gonna be pissing people off no matter what, and we're not here to fucking cater to people's needs or other people's needs or stand up and fight for other people's needs. At least I'm not right now. I'm standing up for what I want to do, what I believe in, what I need, and what I want, and what I like, a direction to go with this whole Neo-Antifa stuff. And oh, here's an announcement, so don't have a heart attack. We are recruiting kids. I needed to let you guys know first. We are recruiting kids now. Now, before you have a heart attack, check this out. It is a Neo-Antifa branch of gaming. So all of it would be live streamed. All the dialogue would be there. And it's just a gaming channel. And it's open to adults, and it's also open to kids. And the reason I wanted to open it up to kids is because I played with some kids and I got some pretty fucking good games in. So if they're capable of doing that, they could be on the team for the gaming part. Now the gaming part hasn't launched. Still got to do the show and still got to do the panels and stuff in the IRL. But the channel's still going to be 18 plus, and I put all the videos that people should not see are 18 plus. So we got that covered right there legally. As far as the gaming goes, like I said, if it's all, nobody's going to get phone numbers from each other, none of that shit's going to happen. Discord, I got to fucking figure out how it works, but it will be very public. The gaming section will be very public, and I want to tell you about it now, just so you guys all know. And I'm sure it will be heavily monitored too, which is fine with me. But in the long run, you will see how it grows into gaming. All right? I miss those games of Black Ops 2 back in the day, or playing with one of my friends, Zilla. And God, we used to team up with Onyx and all these people like almost every night. And we just play and drink beers, and like, this was different back then. And freaking, man, it was crazy. Like, we had a crew and everything, and it was called Cakes, and then they changed it to, what did it stand for? What was it? I'm trying to remember the gamer tag name to it. WKFF or something. And I got into it with the leader on Black Ops 2 because I told him that it stands for We Kill for Fire, and that was my old name, was Fire, F-I-Y-A. But that was Xbox original gen. That's how long it's been since I started putting teams together. So there's going to be VR team. In fact, I'll probably do a video tonight and just go ahead and drop it. Because I'm getting a lot of friend requests whenever I'm playing games online through VR. So I'm going to go through them and try to figure out what kind of team we want in the VR section as far as the Battle Royale goes, because we did pretty good yesterday. And it pisses me off because you could have heard everything we were talking about, but like I said, I was mad because I went back and there was no audio whatsoever. And freaking, there's a part where they're like begging to, like, come on, what's your channel? What's your channel? I was like, no. I told them about New York, and I told them about Mr. Based. I told them about like RL Kick and all that shit. And they were interested in stuff, you know, and I wanted that conversation to be out there, but I did not reveal my channel, you know. But it made me think of if I could branch off and make another channel with gaming in mind. You know, I got ideas, so we'll just run with it there. But you know, if people are so worried, monitor everything I'm doing, and you'll see. Now this is kosher, so I'm not limiting myself to, you know, because it's just that there are adult gamers out there But the problem is nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to get on the mic. Nobody wants to coordinate. Everybody wants to sit there because maybe they got their wives screaming at them and a baby crying. They're trying to have a beer on a couch. They just got off work or something, and it's their escape from reality, and they don't feel like talking. But I'll put it like this. Remember when Grand Theft Auto 6 was out on Xbox? Everybody was on that game, man. It felt alive. People running around, talking to each other, talking shit, killing each other. It was chaos. It was madness. It was fun. The interaction part of it. When Xbox One came out, that interaction went straight out the window. And now when you get on Grand Theft Auto, you're lucky if anybody even says anything, because nobody talks. Talking and communicating while gaming is the ultimate experience. And yeah, you know, people share stuff about themselves, but the main point is, you know, it's like a team, you know. It is a team. It's interaction with people. It's working together for an objective. It's teamwork, and I like that part. So I figured, you know, I wouldn't just keep it open like it's adults only. So no, the gaming department's going to be open to kids too. So I'm proud to say that. Oh, these guys right here. They were walking that way when I first got here, like, I don't know, 25 minutes ago. And I haven't seen the, looking through the reflection, got an SUV with somebody by their hood behind me. But as far as the guy with the little walking sticks, he came up here and he's gone. I don't see anybody else. Yeah, so another clandestine tip. If you guys are going to be streaming and you got the right lighting, watch your 6, even while you're streaming. This is people with the truck. They're out there flying a kite. And it feels weird because they're probably like, hey, the guy's filming us, but they don't get to see it from my perspective. They don't get to see the whole stream, you know. But it's okay, because the more people that we get watching, the more people are going to understand. And, you know, it's cool. This is that's what is it called? RC track. And get this, guys, I've had an RC car for like 6 years. It does 40 miles an hour, and it's just sitting in a box in my house. But it's time to bust the box out if I can find the battery charger. And I did crash it and break it, but I built it back together. I just have not really used it much, but I'll bring the RC car out here and I'll drive it for you guys soon. And the skate park thing, man, honestly, I'm thinking about just skating in New York City. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking Washington Square Park would be a good place to go up and like interview skaters and then fucking show them I could do some shit. And you know, that's a check mark for my list. But like, what'd you do in New York? I skateboarded in the 5 boroughs. No, I'm playing. That's another skate brand, but Zoo York. Just never mind. But I mean, come on, dude. To be like, go to the skate park here and you see people who are like, hey, you skate? I'm like, yep. You see this skateboard? Yep. It was signed by skaters from Washington Square Park in New York City. And if you go to my channel, you'll see me with some New York skaters skate, you know? That's like a thing to check off the list right there. Just like the freestyles in New York City. I can come back and say I've done things that other people have not done. And I'm not saying I did it and I'm better than you. I'm just saying I went out and I lived life and I experienced something that was fucking awesome. You know, it's supposed to inspire people. Not make them mad. Not make them be like, oh, fuck this guy. Who does he think he is? Oh, he thinks this. You know, when people are telling, you know, what they think I think. I mean, well, obviously we're doing something right. Because people who don't give a fuck and move on, they're not the ones that sit there and watch us, right? People with nothing better to do. People with no means to follow their dreams sometimes, or just, I don't know what it is. I don't want to think too far into somebody else's head, but it's annoying. But life is exciting, is it not? No more boring staring at walls bullshit. No more kissing ass. No more putting up with crap that pisses me off. And that's, you know. fear does go away. It really does. Every time you do something that you feel like you should do, the more confident you become. You can't be afraid to make mistakes. This fucking wind, I'm telling you. We drive with our hoods on. That's what I also don't get. Why do people drive around with a fucking hood on? It's like, it screams suspicious as fuck. Or insecure, because I've seen people walking around and like, people like that take the bus and shit, they'll like wear the hood to try to like hide themselves. And I think it is like people want to hide their identity because maybe when they're walking around they're embarrassed. But when you're driving around in a car, was it supposed to mean that you're like an assassin or something? Hitmen and assassins are people who don't draw attention to themselves. I know that. The last thing you want to do is fucking be suspicious, stand out, you know, blend the fuck in, be a friend, walk right up to somebody who's a target and smile and buy them a beer. That's how you take out people in my world. You don't approach with the intention of being spotted. But that's just my experience. It's not like I'm out killing people. Why would I want to? I wanna enjoy life. But that doesn't mean I won't respond quickly. And for that, I feel great. Like this guy, if this was war, he's a sitting duck. Well, like, I got it, like, you know what I mean? A sitting duck. At any time. And that's actually what you don't want to do is, hold on a second. Did I zoom out all the way? Oops, my bad. I didn't even fucking know that was doing that. You don't want to be the sitting duck. So, yeah, let's check out on these guys over here. Enjoying the park, having fun, playing with kids, you know, being a great part of the community. Look at that, it's happy. That's the American dream right there. That's the American dream. This is just an annoyance. It's okay though, because like I said, Wichita, Kansas is attention starved. And here's a constant reminder. Loomers with their back to me, they can get lit up. I got the drop. Why? But they ain't gonna do nothing. Let me put this down again. Or maybe, I don't know. There's so many people chilling and watching. Fucking loomers. Let's pull his tags though. Might as well. It's gonna be one. Goddamn. Nissan Altima Black, Sedgwick County, 189. And then we got a motherfucker on our 6 coming up too. I almost got his tags. Fucking asshole. Yeah, run away, bitch. How you doing? I'm sorry. I'm live streaming. We're just chilling. I mean, we're just chilling, talking about the park and streaming and stuff.
Yeah, it's such a good spot. I like to come up here and just, early in the morning when there's nobody out here.
Yeah.
Do some meditation.
Yeah, it's always a good thing to do. I just come out here to stream and get away from all that noise, you know.
Yeah.
But no, we're just playing around. Sometimes, like, if I see like suspicious cars or like this car pulls up and just sits there and stops. So I started reading his tag, and then you came up, and then he took off.
I'm like,
Yeah, but we're just, it's like clandestine stuff because I'm I used to be in the military, so this is me getting out more, you know. I haven't been doing it too much, but, you know, getting out more. I'm liking it. Plus,
yeah.
got a nice little chair thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You doing cardio?
Yeah, I'm gonna be running here a little bit. I'm meeting with some friends up the road at like 11:15.
Yeah.
And I was already in the area, so I was like, well, I'm out here, might as well just stop at the park, just get a little sun.
Heck yeah, I start my cardio. I injured myself about a week ago, but about to hit cardio tomorrow. But I actually thought about coming out here and putting a little like a little weighted rucksack on and just doing a little jogging around the perimeter.
Yeah.
You know, because that stuff helps
you
too.
You can do 4 miles through the outer loop.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, if you go all the way around, you know, starting from like the highway over there, all the way around along Ridge Road, along 21st, past the zoo.
Wow.
Around there, 4 miles. So I ran in college, so I do a lot of cardio. I love to run.
That's awesome, man.
Friends university, so.
Really?
Yeah.
I was supposed to go meet up with a professor there, so
Nice.
so I do like streaming. I went to the Black Mass thing. And I met with a Satanist, and it was so weird. But anyway, I ran into her. She was a professor. Her name's Karen. She's like in room 106 at Davis Hall, where she told me to go, but I haven't gone yet.
Do you know what she teaches?
She says she helps people with like stuff, you know, if you got.
Okay.
So that kind of helps me out because I've been to Friends before and taken a semester there.
Yeah.
And I was actually planning on going back, but when I ran into her, you know, she told me she was there on October 7th when Hamas attacked Israel, and like all this was on stream. And after we talked, you know, shook hands, and she told me to come down and see her. So that's crazy, yeah. But I got to do that.
It's a good school,
Yeah. I never made it to the, because I go through the VA, right? But I've never made it to like the chow hall there. I don't know how good the food was, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you're like,
Yeah.
eh.
It's college food.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's not bad. I mean, you know, it depends on what you like. I mean, if you just can smash some pizzas or burgers, they got plenty of that.
Yeah, I could definitely do that.
And it depends on the day, too. I mean, sometimes it's something really good, but they got like the pizza and burgers, just your typical school food, like every day.
Yeah.
And, you know, you can't go wrong with that.
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just like exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Spend a little time, just oversee the park, do a little people watch.
Yeah, it is a good spot to watch everything from.
Yeah, I mean, you can see everything.
How was that?
Probably the highest spot in Kansas because we got no mountains here.
I know, right?
So,
Yeah, I was talking about so I gone to New York and streamed and came home.
nice.
I'm about
New
to.
York City?
That was one of the things. Like I was staying in like isolation for like 6 years,
Oh, wow.
and like I finally got pushed too far, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out and live life. So I jumped in my car right there, and I took off to New York or DC in it. Went and saw everything, and then went to New York and met some streamers, and then I had to come home, and that was in October. So coming up this next month, I'm going back just to New York City to meet with streamers.
Nice.
They want to like one of my friends wants to make a rap song, which it's just for fun.
Yeah,
It's not like I'm a
you never
gangbanger
know
or something.
What can happen out of it.
Yeah.
If it blows up, great, but if not, you still made the memories.
It's
Yeah,
still
I
going
love- New
good.
York City is like my favorite place. I went there 5 times.
Really?
In 2023.
Yeah.
I was there for the ball drop going into 2024 in Times Square.
Oh heck yeah!
It was amazing.
I don't
So,
like how they like close everything off now,
Yeah, it's
and you can't.
insane.
Can you drink?
Maybe. I
Maybe.
mean, I did smoke in there.
Yeah.
Weed's illegal there, so I smoked some weed while I was out there.
Yeah, I was at 6th and Canal, and I went down and picked up some stuff there when I was there, and I got so
Yeah, they
stoned.
They got some good stuff.
I got lost on my way back to Washington Park or Washington Square Park. But that's where a lot of streamers do go, and that's a good place to go, like with your live, like streaming, like with a gimbal and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But you go there. I was just talking about how I'm going to take my skateboard and skate and interview people, because the first time around I started doing interviews with people at Washington Square, and it was pretty cool just talking to people, and they're telling you about the city and stuff. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
man, I only got one day there, but I ran around as much as I could.
Yeah, I spent those 5 times there. Was never more than like 3 days. Maybe I was there for 4 days at most. In those 5 times, there was maybe I spent like 2 weeks.
Yeah. You ever go to like Coney Island?
I didn't. I mean, I did the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, Empire State Building.
Hey, you did the
World
Empire
Trade
State
Center.
Building?
Yeah.
How far? Because I'm going to do that. It's going to One World Trade, which looks scary, honestly.
What's crazy? I actually have a family member that's on that memorial. My grandma's brother, so my great uncle, was married to a lady that worked for the Port Authority there.
Really?
And was in the tower.
Oh man, sorry to hear.
Crazy. But I was born in 2002, so I wasn't even born yet.
Yeah.
But it's just I didn't learn that until like a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy to learn.
That is crazy.
I literally had, by marriage, but still I had a family member in 9/11. I mean, that's huge growing up. We taught that in school every year. You know, they talk about it.
Yeah,
and every 9/11, it's like never forget. It's such a huge event in history. And I had a family member. It's just crazy. But my dad, so my grandma, I'm actually Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Grandma moved here from Puerto Rico when she was 7. Her and her siblings grew up in an orphanage in Brooklyn, New York. My dad was born in Brooklyn, so I have a lot of family that's still there. So we got some lineage. And my mom's grandparents were actually in New York, and her dad, so my grandpa on my mom's side, went to Syracuse University in New York.
I've been to Syracuse and Watertown too.
Nice. I've never been there. It sounds sure it's wonderful. But,
it's big.
So yeah, on both sides, I got history in New York. That's my favorite place.
Heck yeah. You know, here's something crazy is before I went to war in 2007, I trained to Iraq. We trained in Indiana at a base before we went to Iraq, and then they sent us to New York City, and we got to go there for like 4 hours and talk about One World Trade. It was 2007. They let us in first before the public got to go.
So that's when they had just rebuilt it.
Yeah, I went in, and the public wasn't allowed in, like me and the other soldiers before we deployed. We went in, and I saw the waterfall, the pit, and the water.
Yeah.
And I remember there was dirt around, but it wasn't open to the public yet, and it felt like it was deeper. But like I haven't been back to that memorial yet.
Yeah, yeah, they don't even let you near that water.
Yeah, you can't ride bikes when you get close to it. I know a few things about it.
It would be terrible. And someone would probably try and jump in there. And that's just like, it's a thing of respect, like.
Yeah.
It's such a terrible thing that happened. That's meant to just remember those people, not to be messed with. So.
Yeah.
But like I said, I was just coming here for a little bit. What was your name?
Jay.
Jay?
Yeah.
I'm Isaac. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm at Star Fox. It's like the @ sign, and then Star Fox Pictures on YouTube.
Okay,
So just at Star Fox Pictures.
I'll follow you.
All right, cool.
I'm interested to see some of your content. I'm interested to see when you go to New York. See you'll be streaming there.
Yeah, I will. I got a friend Zycotic there. He was in the January 6th insurrection. He got pardoned. It's a crazy story. So
Star Fox Pictures. Right?
Huh?
Okay. Well, it was great to meet you. Like I said, it's about 11 o'clock now, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I gotta drive a bit up the road.
Yeah, man, have fun.
Yeah,
Good meeting
you. Yeah, it's great to meet you, but
Yeah.
I will follow you on YouTube.
All right, man. Peace out.
Have fun in New York. I know you will. It's hard not to have fun there.
I will, sir. I'll bring some content.
Sweet. All right, well, have a great day.
Thank you. Sorry about that. That was unexpected. I didn't even read the chat. Brett Boyle? No, he's cool. Timmy is a nutcase. You working for Potato Field over there. I do a good impression of Brett too. You banging with Greasy Queen last night? Okay. That's what the conversation was about. No, I was just talking real quick. The guy's been to New York. Like I was watching my 6 through the reflection and saw him coming up, and then like I almost got all the tags to that retard that was sitting in front of us, but like I think like I started pulling out binoculars and looking, and when I turned around and looked and the guy walked up behind me, then the car's like, oh, now magically I want to drive away. But I don't know, I got like the first 4 letters of his plate, so it should be hard to track. I doubt it's anything anyway. It's just when people, like, here's a message. If you're going to come out here and like try to mess with me, you're going to come out here and try to like scare me, or come out here and try to intimidate me, or come out here and just try to fuck with me, you're going to end up on the internet before you even fucking go to sleep the next night. Like, the Twitter page is up, and you're not going to find it, but I just keep posting shit on there. And this goes to the community of people are like looking around, you see this bullshit? Maybe it's not bullshit. Maybe I'm just crazy, but I'll put it this way. If somebody's like not up to some bullshit, they ain't got nothing to worry about with being on that fucking Twitter data page. Nothing at all. But if somebody is up to bullshit, I mean, it's there, and it's never going to come down. It's always going to be there. In the event that someday when somebody wants to go through all that shit posted, all that shit that's sitting on that fucking server, it's like a fucking it's all there. You just flip through everything. This is everything that he ever noticed that was fucking strange. That's so dumb after all, huh? Anyway, what time is it? This fucking watch stopped working. And I gotta go pick some stuff up too. He's right, it's 11:01. We'll cut it for now. Played King of the Hill long enough to where it's actually not even cold up here anymore. But only thing I will say as an extra note is this car over here, it's a Mitsubishi Gray. I think it has one occupant. As soon as I got here, they parked over there and they've been there the whole time. So if they leave when I leave, that's just strange. But it's like, it's so weird because I don't know who the fuck is who. I don't know who's an FBI agent. I don't know who the fuck's somebody else. I don't know who the fuck is who. That's why I put it on the Twitter server, because, you know, discernment. So if somebody, like, very few people have access to it. And so I think I've done my due diligence on protecting people. But anyway, enough of this. We're gonna get out of here. We got stuff I must do today. But yeah, it's a beautiful one up here. Really beautiful. And it's nice to meet homie over there. Another follower. Maybe he'll join the crew. Need more people to, like, play games with. And not to mention, you know, I am gonna bring the content in NYC. I'll rep Wichita. You know, and whoever wouldn't like that is just a fucking hater. You know, it's more about you have no right to fucking think that you're better than us. It's the way it feels sometimes. But I don't think I'm better than you guys. I just think I'm more hungry. Star Fox out.